Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today we're going to be taking a look at a knife from RoseCraft Blades, and this is one from their traditional line of knives. You can see it comes in the standard style sort of beige light brown box. They have the RoseCraft newer style sort of logo on the front here. You've got RoseCraft Blades with the R and C interlocked. We make knives for people who love knives. RoseCraftBlades.com on this side, same on the other side, and on the base you can see we have that logo again and the label here. So we're looking at RCT, so RoseCraft Additional 010, which is the Loosahatchie jack, and of course that is made in China. We also have that same barcode and model number on the side here, and it's a nice sort of pull style box, this little like ribbon tab. So you just pull this, the knife comes wrapped in this sort of tissue paper in this nice foam cutout, so it keeps the knife nice and secure on its way to you. Really great packaging from them, you know, it keeps sort of waste down. They're not wasting too much of the box. The knife fits pretty nicely in there, nice and sturdy. You know, you're not going to get your knife damaged to you, which is a great thing to have. So here it is, the Loosahatchie jack, finally here in the UK. Been waiting a long while for this, and it's been available in the US for a few months, but finally dropped at Heine Haynes the last couple of days. So we can see Loosahatchie jack. We have 3.6 inches closed. It is a single bladed design. I mean, look at the build quality on the back of that. There is no gaps whatsoever in that back spacer or the spring and the liners. I've shone a flashlight through there, couldn't see any light at all. Build quality absolutely fantastic. We have this diamond sort of scale jigged bone is what they're calling it. It does look a lot like the deer hoof prints. You get the two that are together, the little arrowy kind of ones. And that's nicely dyed on the inside there with like a darker brown to make them really stand out. You can see there's a nice jig in there. It does make the bone really grippy in hand and does make this knife a lot more usable than if it was smooth bone. You do get a nice bit of grip with that. Of course, they're calling this a jackknife, but it's single bladed, comes out at one end. Not quite a Barlow, the bolster's not long enough. It'd have to come down to about here maybe to be a Barlow. So this is just a jackknife. We have stainless steel bolsters and integral liners that go down the whole length of the knife. Centering is absolutely spot on. No complaints there. We have nickel silver pins holding this all together with a nickel silver shield. Is it stainless steel? Stainless steel shield, my bad, on the front there as well. Same pins on the back. They're all wonderfully smooth. You can't feel that at all. The knife is beautifully hafted. There's no sharp edges. Nothing to feel at all. Even the corners on this sort of tang is done in such a way that it's not rounded so it doesn't meet up, but it's not sharp when you touch it with your finger. We have that same jigging on the back there as well. Really wonderfully done. The colour matches pretty much perfectly to the front. Just love the style there. You have the ringed bolsters as well, of course. Squared off bolsters are something that I really enjoy on a knife. And just a nice sort of working knife put together. We do have a long pull to open this. And then we have this wonderful clip point blade inside. We have the RCB RoseCraft Blades tang stamp on there, or tang etch I should really say. And on the back we have Andy Armstrong's maker's mark there. D2 steel and RCT010 as the model number. The edge on this is perfect. It's the best one I've ever received, and they've all been really good. Really uniform all the way down, pretty similar front and back. Nice sharpening choil down here as well. And I know I said I wasn't a massive fan of swedging in some of the other videos I've done, but I really like the swedge on this knife. I think it works really well. Of course, the long pull's not interfering with the swedge. You do have that more of a British Barlow sort of clip where it's got a lot of body to it and it's quite stumpy. Let's take a look at the blade length for that then. So we have a tip to tang length of 1 to 2.8, 2.9 inches. So a very UK friendly knife. Blade length less than 3, and it's a slip joint so it doesn't lock, so it makes it a great thing for the UK. Action on this is wonderful. It's right about a 7 on the pull, which is pretty much ideal for me. And just listen to this action. Isn't that great? Snap is beautiful on that. If you guys want to pick one of these up, I will put the link in the description to grab one of these from Heine. They're really reasonably priced on there. I think I picked this up for just over 50. And I think it's well worth it for what you're getting. So you're getting that really nice D2 steel. And we all know that D2 steel holds an edge for a very long time. It's probably it is my favourite steel. It's got some carbon elements to it, so it can patina over time, but, you know, very, very long time, but it is prone to rust. But I think the benefits of being incredibly hard, and you can sort of hard use this for a full day and it's still being razor sharp, I think that very much outweighs. Take a closer look at that rosebud shield on there. Pins nicely done as well. We do have a stop pin in the back there to stop the blade wrapping against the back spring, and you can see that stop pin would line up nicely inside the sharpening choil. No milling or anything in there, just a nice pin construction. Stainless steel, and you can see it's all wonderfully clean in there too, which is nice to get. Sometimes you can get a knife and it doesn't come clean on the inside, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. Really wish they'd care a bit more about customers, people that do that, but never have that problem with RoseCraft blades. They do a wonderful job. Fit and finish is excellent. Presentation is excellent in the box. Really like what they do with that. And just a wonderful knife. So really think you guys should pick this up if you get a chance. Let's take a look at the full length, shall we? So full open length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bang on 6.5 inches. So you can see you have that really nice sort of nearly a 4-inch handle. Where are we? 1, 2, 3, just over, so 3.6 inch handle with a nearly 3-inch blade. So that's a perfect sort of combination, really. It's a great, comfortable knife in the hand. And I can really get a good, comfortable grip on this and not worry about it falling out of my hand. These 3 fingers here grab onto that jig bone perfectly. And this is definitely going to be a real worker for me. Going to be going straight in my EDC rotation. Going to put it to the test. I really want to put a bit of hard use on their D2 steel. Not super hard use any of my other RoseCrafts, but this one, I think it can definitely take it, and it's one I'm definitely going to put to the test. Wonderful knife from them. Really do recommend this. It might actually beat it out for... If I'd have had this last year, I reckon this would have been my knife of the year over the Beaver Creek. But both of them, absolutely fantastic. Pick up either of them. They are wonderful. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the RCT010, and that is the Loosahatchie jack from RoseCraft Blades. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.